Okay, by now everybody has seen the Alexandra Wallace UCLA Asians in the Library rant. If you haven't seen it, it's right here. You should probably watch this just because it's really something else. It went from 300 views to 300,000 views within 12 hours. It just went totally out of control. And this was just on Monday. So as an Asian person, Chinese specifically, how does this affect me? Well, actually, to be completely honest, I'm actually pretty neutral to it. I thought it was kind of funny because it just showed how ignorant she is. A lot of people are obviously really offended by it, and I totally understand that because, you know, of all the things she said. And another thing is that it is a rant. She's complaining about something she doesn't like. She doesn't like what she saw. She doesn't like what she heard. Anyways, like, I didn't really care for it. Like, I watched it, thought it was another ignorant person. She was referring to these people as Asians, but she didn't know which ones they were. Like, she didn't know they were Chinese. From what she described, they were Chinese fobs. Fobs meaning fresh off the boat. Immigrants from mainland China. And she was explaining about how she saw the brothers, the sisters, the grandpas, the grandmas, and like all the parents, you know, coming to cut food and do laundry for them. Well, one thing about Chinese culture is that in China, having children is a very precious thing because you're only allowed to have one child. And because of that, the parents really care for their kids. Like, you know, no matter how young or old they are, they just treat them really preciously. And that's one of the things they're doing. And that's part of the culture. You shouldn't hate on people's culture. You should understand it. Another thing is that she referred to these people as hordes. Hordes of Asian people. Like, what is this, Middle Earth? Like, are we in freaking, are we talking about orcs? I thought that that part was just no different than any other video which talks about Asian stereotypes. Like, I would see videos like top 10 Asian stereotypes. So I just thought that that was just one thing that she talked about with regards to Asians and what they do. And yes, some of those parents from China really do that. That's not like totally false. Some of them do, not all of them do. It's just something you saw, and something you saw every weekend. Well, in my family, every weekend we have family gatherings. We have a big feast. It's a really happy time. Next thing she was talking about was talking on cell phones in the library. Now, cell phones have no place in the library to begin with. Okay, so like I can totally agree with that. In fact, it is freaking annoying, especially if I'm studying and reading a book and then someone's cell phone go off and you know, you just can't help but look that way and then see who it is, right? So she has a point. But the thing is that she pointed out that they were Asians. Now, I understand she's stating a fact that the people who were on the phone were Asians, but the delivery was all wrong. The delivery was the most undiplomatic way of presenting itself. You know, it could have been anyone else, but she was pointing out that they're Asian, so I could totally understand it. But like I said, the delivery was all wrong. It was pointing out, it was in a more hateful way because she started going, ooh, ching chang chong ching ching chong ching chong ling long ting tong, whatever, right? And I'm thinking, like when she said that, it was kind of funny because I was thinking, what is this, a kung fu movie? So that part was wrong, but you know what? When Rosie O'Donnell went ching chang chong ching chong chang chang, like that was offensive. When she did it, it was actually, I could tell it was unintentional. She said that, you know, she had Chinese friends and she doesn't mean it towards a certain group of people. She just meant it towards people she didn't know. So she explained that part. But then here's the worst part. She started talking about the tsunami, and the tsunami affected people in Japan. It did not affect people in China. That's where she went wrong completely. She brought it home there. It's on. Bring it. You know what? I actually have to give her some props because she did give us a semi-accurate portrayal of what a Chinese person sounds like on the phone. This is what they really sound like when they're talking on the phone.
Hey, dude, your phone is ringing.
My goofy ringtone. 喂喂，知妹仔，好耐冇見喎，咩話？有冇搞錯啊？你係咪黐線㗎？你係咪疏咗㗎？咩話？有冇搞錯啊？你係咪疏咗㗎？你講咩啊？ Okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You go to hell. This whole thing is about ignorance, lack of education, and understanding. So I would like to give a message to her Asian friends to teach her a lesson. So, you know, educate her in like an alley, preferably one with a dumpster with a baseball bat. I'm just kidding. Racism consists of hate. Okay, and hate towards a certain type of people. And I don't want to battle racism with further hate. I would rather poke fun at it. I just hope to educate and hope that people understand these are different cultures. I know she already pwned herself by putting a video rant on a public forum on the internet, and she's probably in hiding somewhere, so she's already pretty screwed. Like, her life is screwed. She's probably gonna get homeschooled or schooled in her home, if you know what I'm saying. She already has something bad coming to her, and there's tons of video responses out there, and a lot of people are in an uproar, but you know what? This is just another ignorant person that doesn't need your attention. Like, who cares about her? She's just at a lower level, which we don't need to worry about. So like I said, I'm pretty neutral to it. I'm not gonna freak out and just go, oh my god. Like, honestly, is there a crime happening here? It was a video that went viral in a short amount of time. So to celebrate her ignorance, I decided to make a bunch of parodies. So first I did a music video, and also I did my version of her rant, but regarding kids and inconsiderate douchebags in the movie theaters. You know, the kind that answer their phones during the movie theater. And also I did the StarCraft edition of her rant. So if you play StarCraft, then you're gonna find this funny. But if you don't, you might not understand the humor. So here we go. Click the links on the screen. Ching, chang, chong. And then enjoy. That's the hip-hop video. And that's the Inconsiderate Douchebag movie theater edition. And that's the StarCraft rant right there. Enjoy! So that is my rant. Thank you for listening. And have a nice day. Okay, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
You now listen to the homie WN Productions, man. Let's go.